Okay, Dominica, good afternoon to you. And welcome to the Talk on the Block. And good afternoon and welcome to the Talk on the Block. If it's on the block, we'll talk about it. Well, by now, you should know there's some protest action taking place a few yards outside of Parliament, standing at the roundabout. On occasion, there I was there for a few minutes. The protesters actually pulled one of the barricades from the police, insisting that they want to go to Parliament. Of course, the police responded with full force, and the riot squad was activated almost right away. When I left about half an hour ago, there was still a number of persons outside the Fortune Hotel. Hoping that it would have some sort of impact on the parliamentarians, including Mr. Skerritt, to hold the pieces of legislation that is left to be seen as it relates to electoral reform. One incident that brought attention to the many protesters was one senior officer who tried, I say tried, to get one reporter from MO News. Back with the protesters after she went in when there was a break. And you'll hear the story and many more as the people of Dominica continue to stand for true elections reform. But let's listen at this time, after we take a short break, for a few voices of the protesters. Let's take a break. We'll come right back, Dominica, after a word for our valuable sponsors.
Something good. Something good. Fantastic news from Eaststar Trading Limited, presenting yet another top quality, unbeatably priced product brought in especially for you. Just receive world-class clear brand container in chunks and flakes, available in sunflower oil and brine. Prices start as low as $2.95 per can. Yes, you heard right. Clear brand canned tuna. Perfect for delicious dishes at home, in restaurants and hotels. Shop and save today on world-class Clear brand tuna. Available at Star Trading Limited. Star Trading Limited. Working hard every day to make a difference for you. Something good. Something good. Dominicans, Dominicans, enjoy your property, protect your property. You homeowner and businessman, protect your property, enjoy your property. Can't wait for the hurricane, can't wait till you flood again, can't wait till your roof fly out and all your business coming out. Remember, no insurance company will insure your property when a storm is approaching. Get ahead of the hurricane season and insure with a company who gives you the assurance of payment for your valid claim. Come speak with us today at the New India Assurance Company Limited, upstairs AC Shillingford and Company Limited, 24 King George Street, Roseau. Bring along an up-to-date valuation from a qualified engineer and get insured today.
Somebody who creole like baby creole. Mouvement créole à Soukir. Tout le monde créole pour attention. Comité pour études créole Dominique. Et puis Radio QFM qui présenté. Mouvement créole. Tous les mardis soirs, 6 après-midi. Information, blague, interview, l'histoire, problème, discussion, reportage, apprendre à parler et puis écrit créole. Lien avec ton peuple créole. Bon musique créole. Mouvement créole. À nous faire un rendez-vous, messieurs, mesdames, tous les mardis soirs. QFM qui est frappé avec bon power créole. Sans ça participer, qui est nous? Rapidement, Timamaïla. Mouvement créole à seconde station QFM. Watchez avec nous tous les mardis soirs 6h pour Mouvement créole. Matchez ça.
All right, Dominica. Let me allow you to listen to some of the noises of Parliament outside of the Fort Young Hotel, a few yards from Parliament this morning. I'm gonna start off the talk on the block with this episode that took place between Emo News, one of the staff members of Emo News, and the police. Let me listen to her story.
My name is Anna Benjamin, and I work for Emo News. This morning, I'm dressed in my bright yellow matte Emo News shirt. The logo is on my right side. I have a long tripod in my hand and a camera. I've been there from since morning. When nobody was there, I was there. So the police recognize me and they know me. So when the barricade, I've been asking the police for me to get a little safe spot on the side, and they said no. So when the barricade went down, I took a safe side on the side. And Then when everything settled down and the police realized that I was behind the barricade, they came and they told me that I need to come out from there. So I told them that I'm standing with 40 young workers. I was on the side, the door was open there, I was standing. And there were other reporters there, Matt. There were other reporters there. I'm getting to that. But I was standing on the side with the 14 employees and they insisted, and I'm sure you heard him over the line, very rough. He twice he took my camera and he was walking in because I did not let go of my tripod stick. He took it and he was leading me away. I took it, I held onto it. When he let go, I went back. And I took refuge by Kewana Fountain, what's her married name? Wilson. Kewana Fountain Wilson and Curtis Matthew, acting manager of DBS Radio. So that's State Media. So I felt quite comfortable being in their midst. Yet still, he came for me right there.
What did he tell you?
He's telling me to come out from there. I am on police. I am in his work area. So I told him, but DBS Media is there as well. Why aren't you telling them anything? Then after many times saying that, he told them to come out there as well. So I moved with them. While they're moving, I'm moving with them in the middle of both of them. They opened the barricade to let both of them pass, and then they closed back the barricade. I kindly asked him for me to move with media, and he refused. Then another policewoman who I know very well, she came, and of course I listened to her. She told me to move. So I went on the fort, closer to again the fort, away from the protesters. I am clearly making myself distant from the protesters, and they still have a problem with where I'm standing.
So tell me, how do you feel about this month's action?
Boy, Matt, in times like this, your thoughts are just racing. I mean, did I almost get a gunshot? Is that what happened? I mean, I got tear gas the last time, and again, I was not in the midst of protesters. I was by myself, me and an elderly gentleman, and we saw when the tear gas fell by me.
So you think it's an attack on Airmore News and the media?
Well, Matt, you have to watch your words these days, but the evidence is there on camera. You can hear my voice and you can see it. So let us it's there, Matt. It's there. I never went off. No problem.
You stood your ground. Thank you. How old are you?
I am 86 years of age.
86 years?
Yes, Dudu.
And you prepare to stand?
Yes, Dudu. Until I prepare to stand, I fighting for my children. I have 4 generations. Children. So I prepare to stand. I'm not giving up. I cannot walk. I cannot sit. I cannot do nothing. But I stand up until.
You said something about the police touching you.
If a police put their hand on me, it's best they kill me right away. Because if they don't kill me, I will kill generation to generation. If they don't kill me. But so if they're killing me, kill me right away. Don't let me rise up. Don't let me rise up. Okay, man? Right. Okay. I'm fighting for my children. I have 16 grandchildren. 16 grandchildren. I have 12 great-grand. Right? So I'm fighting for them. They cannot fight. So I'm fighting for them. And let the police put their hand on me. They will see. Kill me. Don't let me rise.
You're supporting the cause.
Oh yes, I'm here standing with my people. I'm right on the front line, as you can see. I'm standing with my people and for my people.
Do you not move?
Oh no. The policemen are just like us. Lokala is here, Emo is up there, and I'm in the crowd. I'm standing with you, Matt Pelty, right here in Dominica. Right here. What do you call this place again?
The roundabout.
The roundabout. So this is Ronnie Matthew and I'm standing.
All right, look at you. You're Carl Rep supporting the bill.
Who is my boss? I thought the last I knew Lennox Clinton was my father. Is he there supporting the bill? Not Lennox Clinton.
No.
You're talking about Anthony.
Yes.
Oh, he's in there supporting the bill. Well, we will have something to say about that. Thank you.
All right, bro. How are you, my man? You standing?
Great.
You standing?
I stand in because this system that we need to get rid of it. That system has been there for too long. We're not their wives, neither their husbands. So we need to get rid of them. They haven't been developing the people. They're developing themselves. They're enriching themselves, brother. So we think that's not representation of the people.
What's your take on what's going on here, my brother? You stand?
fighting for country. Fighting for country. Yeah, man, not red and not green. One red and one green.
I standing for Dominica. I live Guadeloupe and come down to stand for Dominica. That's my country.
All right. So you make it up while you standing.
I stand in full 100% and more. I ready. I ready. I ready to go through there. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. I don't worry. I don't. Don't them. That just to scare us. I tell you, we ready. And anytime we moving forward, I want you to go inside there. We go inside there. Inside we have to go. Because look at the eligible people are there. See if it's many young people there. All the eligible standing up for the country because they know better. And right now, the government there have his D1 force presently now blocking us that we cannot go forward. And there is a D1 force. Them man, they don't normal. They don't know, none of them, they don't normal. Believe me. And that's what you see, they putting on people there. That food there, that food there, that food they're gonna rotten. All gonna regret it. All gonna regret it. I have children. I'm a man, I'm a family man. I have children. And I'm standing up against my children. I'm standing up for them. They're not here, but I am here. And when I dead and gone, they will remain. They're put here all the people there.
That's about movement. Movement for the first time let's get it now. Because I got a woman never got for election of Dominic. Who got you by the franchise? Who got the franchise mun Dominic? But mun Dominic a besoin, who got victimize you?
Dominica facing some emergency or the other. Scarlet is out of the place. Coming. He gone. We hear the people gathering going to parliament. He gone. This man is a blasted coward. A blasted coward. Like we tell them punishment. Those of you who are conscious, we are fighting for you too. You are being abused. But when you get illegal orders, it doesn't matter who it comes from. Do not obey any illegal order. Do not. Get a gun down to church. Go down to church. We call a combination. Combination is bad. Go down to church.
Nous les volons là.
Nous les matches.
Forward, you know. On the local people that be assigned. Local man, they fight. So what about our parliament now? They're scared to go. Dominicans, let us break the game. Okay, let's go. We don't want to franchise.
trust yourself on the people. This is like rape. Stop raping the country, scared. And those who are the facilitators, including the police, we will hold you personally responsible. The policemen
So far, so good, Matt, but I still feel that we could have several hundreds more people there. And I'm hoping that more people will show up. It's not over as yet. This is just the start. But we would really like to encourage all of Dominicans to come out. The action is there at the roundabout, the Negmawa roundabout, a fitting monument to our struggle, right opposite the Fortune Hotel. And encourage people to come out. We're still some distance away from the parliament. We still need to find our way into this parliament at some point. So we want people to come up there. They need to meet us here so we can go to the people's parliament.
Well, I think Dominicans by and large understand that we live in a democracy. We have a democratic right to assemble. That's what the Constitution states. And that's what we are doing right now. We are peacefully gathered. And we are just looking to see what is happening. We hope that common sense will prevail and the government will not even attempt to even read that aspect of the bill. The point is there are a lot of deficiencies. We say straight, we need voter ID cards. We are not against electoral reform. We have stated clearly what is it that we have been looking out for the people of Dominica. Voter ID cards, we need a re-registration, total registration, we need to keep the voters list. All of these things can be done in a short time. And not just to let you know it can be done. To me, a passport, which is the national ID, mostly every Dominican has a passport. We moved from one old passport to a new passport. We did that within 3 months. An electoral card, just like voter ID card, can just take about 2 months. So it is possible, it is workable, it is feasible. I think we can get it. But by and large, we are looking to see what is happening. We have a right under the act, under the law, to assemble, and that's what we are doing. And I'm very pleased. So far, we've been so far, a number of people coming. The police, we have, I think, police has its work to do, the police have their work to do. We have our work to do as citizens. We are the vanguards of our democratic system, and we continue to be the vanguards.
I see RSS has shown a presence here.
Well, I don't know if it's RSS or local. What I see is that sometime earlier on, I saw an assembly of men in military fatigue, ready. It looked like it's the right gang. They came as close as possible because they looked like what they were called. I don't know if it was intimidating tactics. That did not shake us. We are unshaken. We are not going to move. We remain steadfast. We remain to defend this patrimony at any cost, and remain to defend the laws of Dominica, which is democratic. How long do you stand? Well, as long as possible, as long as it is necessary, I believe. It's also all right. If I want to sleep here, I can sleep here. If we decide to sleep here, we can sleep here. I'm not control over nobody. I have control over myself. As long as it is necessary, I will stand for Dominica. I will stand to defend this patrimony. We have a right to assemble, and that's why we are here. Electoral reform determines where we go as a country. And this Prime Minister is very stubborn. He's a very obstinate leader. You know why? All of what is happening can be averted. Should he just do exactly what the people want? And he knows what the people want, and the money that he has spent to ensure that we have, what they call draft legislation. He's contracted a luminary. He said that he's to do a lot of work for him. And most of the recommendations that were made to go, what the people want him. Why is it that the Prime Minister is still obstinate to respecting the people what they want? Matter like I give you one example. You want to verify somebody. I was born and raised on 60 degree river street. How then can I verify that I still live on 60 degree river street? Where I lived before, that property was not our property and belonged to someone else. How can I verify me on somebody's property? Does that make sense to you? How can you verify someone on a property they do not have? So it's not okay to just verify people. We need a total registration. Registration. Dominica facing some emergency or the other. Scarlet is out of the place. When we get Mario coming, he gone. We hear the people gathering going to parliament. He gone. This man is a blasted coward. A blasted coward. Let me tell him punishment. Those of you who are conscious, we are fighting for you too. Not being abused. But when you get illegal orders, it doesn't matter who it comes from. Do not obey any illegal order.
Nous les volons là. Nous les forward, you know. On the local people that be assigned. Local man, they fight. Our parliament now. They're scared to go. Dominicans, let us break the game. Okay. Let's go. You don't want to franchise. On vote. Il a fait election. Achève-nous le pays. Nous parlons là. Vos candidats au Parlement. War scary bano. War scary bano.
Some voices out of Parliament outside next to the roundabout Fortune Hotel. A lot more protesters stood. Some of the leaders have said that they are expecting more and more will show. They seem confident that more will show a little later today. Let's wait and see. On the telephone with me, monitoring from the outside in the diaspora, Mr. Zed Lloyd. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon, brother. Good afternoon.
Are you happy with what the progress thus far?
Well, you know what we're finding out, Matt, is there's been an elaborate nationwide movement by the police to impede this process from all the way Point Wrong, Focasse, Canefield, and beyond. There's a whole lot of roadblocks that have impeded people's movement into Roseau. People are being asked what are their reasons for going into the city, completely undemocratic processes by the police. You understand? Roseau has been blocked off like a military zone. You know, you had DBS talking about it's illegal and people will get arrested. I've never seen that kind of movement by the government and the military police force to impede people in the democratic processes. So I applaud, and I think, like I say, given the resistance, there's more people are going to come. But what is important today is that we have started a process, bro. We've started a process. And that process is of saying that we are no longer afraid of Roosevelt Skerrit. I want to ask the people to gather this afternoon, raise the crowd, keep coming through. And I want to thank those who have already come. I want to tell those who are coming from work, join us because it is very important. Because one thing is clear, is the entire resources of the country is being used against the people's democratic process. There's a charade going on in the parliament. We see people even crossing lines for their own personal benefits. It's crazy. One thing we can promise these people is we realize that we need international help and assistance and even possible, involvement so that we can address this injustice in our country. And we're going to speak that. And we're going to ramp up this movement against this control and disrespect by Roosevelt Skerrit of our democratic process. I saw the brother in St. Martin yesterday. Imagine you are so popular in Dominica. You have the police on your side. You have the RSS on your side. You use all the state's resources. And yet, you are so desperate in international circles to try to get people to come home to Dominica to vote. If you have all this power in Dominica, why don't you just relax and let the people of Dominica show that they can vote you and they love you? You can't, because the people in Dominica are not happy under your president, your prime ministership. You understand, Matt?
But tell me, because I saw what seemed to be in many circles a dramatic shift of the Marigot MP when he sort of supported the bill before Parliament as it relates to electoral reform. I want you to listen to his voice because I got a piece of that. Let me share with you.
This bill, well, this, I would say, over 17 years now, this has been an ongoing debate for the opposition and the government of the day. So, more than that, according to Mr. Bluffman. But anyway, I stand for this bill to be passed. I'm going to tell you why. We, we have to start. We have to start somewhere. We have to start it somewhere. We have to give and take. And this is not about political parties showing how strong they are. This is not about the government flexing their muscle. This is about democracy. And you foresee me a little bit about that. I remember it. No, but you can refer to your name.
All right, so that was a parliamentary representative of the Marigot constituency, apparently supporting the bill. What's your take, Mr. Lloyd?
Well, you see, some people do not research and they see things when it happens, but some of us research. You see, this brother was taken to Venezuela not too long ago. This brother came back supporting a corrupt and undemocratic election on the advice of Roosevelt Skerrit. So we knew this brother was bought. We were not surprised by his actions this morning because we knew what was going on. His talk on social media told us where he was heading. You understand? So that is an issue of a brother who knows he has no political future because he's not going to win an election in Marigot. And so he's looking for himself. He is looking for himself. As far as I've heard, there's a scholarship in line for him and some other goodies. So we're not surprised at where he's heading. We were awaiting that to happen. You understand? And that is what goes on in the situation. People are being manipulated with the money that Roosevelt Skerrit had. That is why he does not want campaign finance reform. And unless we do these changes in the electoral process, these things will continue to happen. It's victims that are being exploited by this situation. And I want to tell the people of Dominica that do not give up hope. Do not give up hope. And some of us from out here are coming home. We will make that effort, we'll make that sacrifice. Because this movement needs some soldiers. It needs some soldiers, it needs some organizers. There's an absence of organization, an absence of sacrifice by more, and that's all it's missing. Just the right type of organizing and putting things together. Less of the division, more collective approach, more coalition. People learning to forgive the enemies and coming together. It's those basic things that are needed. And when those things fall in place, it will be that time. So let us just stay steadfast and on that mission.
So you're saying more people should come out this afternoon there as long as they can to support this action.
Well, more people were coming out from this morning. The frustration in the countryside has been as messed with that. Some people, the kind of questions the police tell some people. How does a policeman stop you at a roadblock and asking you what are you going to do in Roseau? What kind of democratic situation are we in? We're almost in a China-type relationship, financed by a Chinese kind of relationship. We have to fight this, Matt. We have to fight this. We have to fight this.
All right, all right, Mr. Lloyd, let's monitor what's going on for the rest of the day. Thank you very much. I spoke to Mr. Francis a few minutes ago, and he was sort of caught by surprise. And a member of his party would have reacted in that way. But I'm sure we'll hear more as we move forward. Dominicans, it's time for you. I'll try my very best to cover as much as I can. But let's take a few phone calls at this time. Hello, yes.
Matt, the police and them throwing tear gas.
The frontier gas now?
Oh no, so I watching that on TV live.
Well, I'm not looking. I'll ask my technician to put it on Facebook so I can speak about it. All right, thank you. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, good afternoon, man.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, I hear a piece of Tony's speech, man.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I'm not too surprised. But what I want Tony to know, that I don't know really thing is my friend, maybe even relative too. I want Tony to know what people get away with in the past. It will carry on. And them thing they're playing with people's life with that, I don't want to use the adjective for scared. Tell him, and I hope he listening, tell him that they're good. Tell him they're good. All right.
All right. Somebody says the Margot MP does not understand what electoral reform is all about. Listen to all his presentations on it. Gives me a lot of few messages to say the barricade is down, tear gas time. I must be missing out on that action there. It's just been reported to me that the riot squad came in because the protesters removed the barricade and the police fired rubber bullets. While I can't report at this time because I'm in the studios, let me see if I can get one report to speak to me. Reports indicate that things have gotten nasty. The police, the people seem to have broken down the barricade, and police are reacting. Now I'm getting a lot of phone calls about tear gas in the place. So if you're somewhere around this activity, you can give me a call. Sort of give me a synopsis of what is going on there. On the telephone, yes, the people seem very aggravated. So I'm not surprised that now hearing that they have breached the barricades and attempted to get within the parliament. Hello, talk to me, yes? Uh huh. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Yes, man. African brother.
Yes, sir.
Not the RSS Coast Guard just launched some men in the ferry terminal in Roseau.
Okay.
And they are heading towards Fort Young Hotel.
Mm. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let me see if I can get somebody in the ground.
My name is Anna Benjamin, and I work for Emo News. This morning, I'm dressed in my bright yellow Max Emo News shirt. The logo is on my right side. I have a long tripod in my hand and a camera. I've been there from since morning. When nobody was there, I was there. So the police recognize me and they know me. So when the barricade, I've been asking the police for me to get a little safe spot on the side, and they said no. So when the barricade went down, I took a safe side on the side. And then when everything settled down and the police realized that I was behind the barricade, they came and they told me that I need to come out from there. So I told them that I'm standing with 40 young workers. I was on the side, the door was open, and I was standing. And there were other reporters there, Matt. There were other reporters there. I'm getting to that. But I was standing on the side with the 14 employees, and they insisted, and I'm sure you heard him over the line, very rough. He twice he took my camera and he was walking it because I did not let go of my tripod stick. He took it and he was leading me away. I took it, I held onto it. When he Let go, I went back. And I took refuge by Kewana Fountain. What's her married name? Wilson. Kewana Fountain Wilson and Curtis Matthew, acting manager of DBS Radio. So that's Text Media. So I felt quite comfortable being in their midst. Yet still, he came for me right there.
What did he tell you?
He's telling me to come out from there. I am on police. I am in his work area. So I told him, but DBS Media is there as well. Why aren't you telling them anything? Then after many times saying that, he told them to come out there as well. So I moved with them. Well,
All right, I'll tell you what. Of course, we'll continue to hear that story because I'm hearing again that the police have had another altercation with the same MO reporter, and of course, the signal has been taken down. So, of course, the world will not have a chance to witness what's going on there. Also, Parliament. If you have your phone with you, you can take some pictures and maybe do some videos. But it's necessary to record what's going on here. History in the making now. Somebody just reported to me that Dominic may be closed if you have to pay your bills. So something is serious that's going on there. Well, I'm a distance away, and it appears that all live feeds have been shut down for now. On the telephone, hello, yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We got on MO News. We're not seeing anything. Everything shut down. We're not seeing anything on MO News.
Yes, I heard that too. Maybe they have shut down the cameras.
On Facebook, you're not getting nothing.
Nothing. Well, I'm hoping if let me see if I can get in touch with Loft TV. He has carried anything at all. Somebody's reporting to me that maybe the camera of MO News has been broken. That's not confirmed, but this is what somebody is saying to me at this time. I'm still trying to get some live reports from there, but apparently maybe the crowd has scattered there because, of course, tear gas has been dispersed. Sorry, I'm not here to give you a live report, but you can't be everywhere at the same time. Hello, yes? Uh-huh. Talk to me. Let me listen to this voice now. Are you there? Sorry, we cannot come back to that. Let's take a phone call there, 449-3095 and 96. Hello, talk to me, yes? Uh-huh.
Matt,
Yes?
good afternoon. How are you?
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
You are here and you're hearing what's happening out there.
Yes, basically, I was waiting for some people to call me to find out what's going on. So give me a picture, paint a
Yes.
picture for me what's going on. Yes.
Matt, we are outside of Fort Young Hotel area.
Okay.
And that officers, we decide to bring the barricades down.
Mm-hmm.
And the officers decide to fire a lot of rubber bullets
Okay.
and a lot of tear gas. One gentleman here, windshield got broken.
Mm-hmm.
But Matt, I believe it's time Dominicans start sending that message to Kerry. Because Kerry likes to threaten people and none of the police officers are arresting him. But when Dominicans speak out, you have police in front of your door at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I believe it's time we start telling these police officers, we know where they live in. Because, Matt, this is nonsense. People are standing for their country. We are here peacefully. And we have a right for us to go and know what's happening in Parliament. Back in the days with Edison James and Eugenia Charles, people were allowed to go in Parliament and listen to what's happening. And today, Kerry is keeping people out, and the police officers is doing this wickedness for them. But there is a fence outside of Diaspora. This fence maybe is about maybe a 40 feet tall. Because they have this barricade there.
Really?
They have another barricade.
You say 40 feet tall?
So that 40 feet is, I don't know, it's about maybe 10 or maybe 12 times my height. That is a barricade you put in when you have hotels and you put in it all the way up. And then nobody is allowed to go there. But the most surprising thing is, you have the innocent little police officers at the forefront on the barricade, and you have the others that doing scary, dirty work for him. Back securing themselves. So it's time we start telling them we know where they live, Matt, because Skerrit is sending threats to people in Dominica. Skerrit was in St. Martin last night saying he's going to be in office until kingdom comes. So in other words, you're telling people they haven't got a chance in their own country. They haven't got a chance in their own country. Matt, I believe enough is enough. And anybody who believes in justice, where Skerrit paid Dennis Byron more than $500,000, and you're telling me that it's okay. When you go to Western Union, you need an ID. Everywhere you go, you need an ID, and you're telling me Skerrit refused to give Dominicans the ID that they're asking for. And Skerrit even said last night in St. Martin that every Dominican living out there, nobody can tell him to go to Parliament and change the laws. Because you people in St. Martin, you have to continue to come and vote because you have houses in Dominica. You come to Dominica 2 and 3 times a year, and we're sitting and accepting that. Matt.
So what is the mood outside of Fort Young right now? Are the protesters scattered?
Well, some persons are back on the fence because me myself, I all the way up to. It's like some of them still standing there because they have the those with their mask and everything. They're like kind of close to the fence. So anytime anybody come close, so all the way down by Gallery Hotel, canisters were coming down there because when the tear gas started singing, some persons send the tear gas back up. So it's like the police started sending the tear gas further back. And it's like I can see canisters on the ground here. I have a rubber bullet in my possession because that one hit a gentleman that was standing next to me. But March, we will not give up, you know. We will not give up. We will not give up. They start firing again. But we are here, Matt.
All right.
Okay? We are here. And the amount of persons we have here outside of Fort Young Hotel, look. The amount of persons that they're outside of Fort Young Hotel, there is the same amount by the Wasco. Somebody glasses.
All right. We'll continue to monitor. If there's need to call me back, call me live. Okay? Thank you.
Okay, Matt.
Bye-bye. The protesters, it appears, are not giving up. 2 o'clock is the afternoon time. Protesters are standing. Hello, talk to me.
Not I'm hurting as a Dominican. Let me ask Roosevelt again. Roosevelt, will Dominicans love their lives at the expense of you staying poor? Lord have mercy.
Thank you. I'm being told that Emo may be back live. Somebody says, "Oh my, I'm praying for Dominica." It's so sad our people do not have the freedom to exercise their democratic rights. And somebody says this young lady deserves an award for standing against the police who've been trying to harass her during this protest action.
Again, because I think they sent it.
That's MO News Live.
Oh God, what a thing, eh? What a thing, eh? That you are in a campus and yet still you're getting tear gas. Even when you are in a campus, oh my gosh, it happened again. Oh my goodness, it has happened again. It has happened again. When you are thinking, when
That's live, of course, action by MO
what
News.
the protesters are doing. Oh wow. It has happened again. No, I love a Ragnar. Ouch. But they say not go to good water like that. Okay, so we were here in the playground quite. Ooh, papa mate. We were here in the playground quite calm. Quite calm. And take that. Take us again. No. It's amazing that they want us to move, but to go where? Where do you move to go? Where do you move to go, eh? Just be calm, be calm. Be calm, be calm. Be calm, be calm.
No, you have to join me.
As a matter of fact, I think I have Dr. Thompson Fontaine on the line with me at this time. Doctor, can you give us an update as to what is going on at this time? Dr. Fontaine. Dr. Fontaine.
From these people are angry because they were here all calm and they said the protesters were the one who caused them to get tear gassed. Amazing, eh? In times like this, the question is, where do you go? I mean, if you are in a place like this, a playground, where missiles are not coming back towards the police, why do you get tear gas? That's a question for me. Because in times like this, you cannot move. You cannot move. Wow. Wow. I still have my bag higher up. Yes, sir. I still have my bag. No, I don't have now.
Let's see if we can get, of course, Dr. Thompson live. Dr. Thompson, are you there? Oh, well, my speaker seems to be giving me some issues there. Are you there? I'm going to try and see if I can call you live because I'm not receiving you clearly on that.
Okay, I don't. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. So my bag is still over there. My charger is still over there, and I'm on 11%. So I'm about to say goodbye for now. When I advance, I will try to pick up my thing. Goodbye for now, everyone. Pray for us. Who are here caught in the crossfire, not knowing where to go, what to do. Please keep us in prayer. Okay, this looks like the photographer, you know. This looks like my fellow photographer. I think, oh no, that's not him. I thought that was a photographer. He and I were cutting the tear gas the last time, but no, that's not him.
Dominica, let's switch gear a little bit and try to contact Dr. Fontaine, who is around the area of this tear gas being, of course, dispersed on protesters at this time outside of Fort Young Hotel. Dr. Fontaine, good afternoon to you.
Matt, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you.
How are you?
I'm doing well, Matt. In the circumstances, doing well.
So tell us what is going on there. Give us paint a picture for us as to what is happening outside Fort Young Hotel, outside of Parliament.
Matt, well, the police continue to fire tear gas intermittently into the very large crowd that has been gathered there. It started probably about 30 minutes ago, and the last salvo came just as I called you, so probably less than 10 minutes ago. We had the third barrage of tear gas. That was after the police released several rounds, what sounded to me like live ammunition, but it could be live rubber bullets. Certainly was no tear gas, the initial salvo, but then we saw the gas coming. And that's when I kind of moved away from the area because it was beginning to irritate my eyes, and I've been suffering from the flu for the whole week and started to cough violently. So I had to move away from where the tear gas was. But the people keep regrouping, and apparently the police keep doing it. But let me just say this. I put the blame for this on the Prime Minister of Dominica. There was absolutely no need for this police presence this morning. Absolutely no need for the police barricades. You see, what aggravated the people was the fact that those barricades were preventing the people from going to send a message, basically to go to the People's Parliament and to have a peaceful protest. You cannot, have this disproportionate response every time that people come out. As I said before, this is a fundamental, basic human right. You have a right to peaceful protest, and we should be allowed that right. But this Prime Minister, a coward as he is, continues to interfere with the rights of the people of Dominica to basically, protest peacefully. And it cannot be. We live in a democracy, and we demand our right to continue to be able to protest peacefully. It's only when the police activate the people that they act up. And we saw that this morning. We saw that this afternoon. There was absolutely no need for the release of tear gas into the crowd. Absolutely no need for the behavior of the police. And that behavior must be condemned in the strongest possible terms.
So tell me what happens from now. Because it's already, let's say, 2:05 in the afternoon. What happens for the rest of the afternoon? Are people continuing to stand?
No one is leaving. To the contrary, people are coming in. And it is unfortunate because I can tell you, if we were allowed to protest peacefully, most likely we would have done our thing this morning and have been out of there. But because of the continuous provocation by this Prime Minister, who appears not to be delusional in his grab to power, to believe that somehow this country belongs to him, it's only because of that we're going through this. And in the process, he's endangering lives, putting people's lives in danger by his reckless behavior of trying to somehow prevent the people from protesting peacefully. And by the way, people understand their fundamental rights. They understand that they have a right to stand on the streets of Roseau in protest against this government, and nothing is going to take away this right from them. Not even the brutal suppression by this police force. This is what you're saying on this very afternoon.
All right, I'll try my best to join you in the afternoon there. But let's continue to, of course, pay attention to what's going there on MO News. Let me just play an earlier version of what went on there with MO News. Let's see if we can bring that to you. Yes.
I have no shoes because
and to all listeners, I was standing there, nobody around me. I was looking to anybody else. Anybody. Okay? You see my sign? You see the burn mark? You see the burn mark? I got one for my sign, and I got a bullet right there. Rubber bullet. Okay? Security have to pay for that.
Security
have to pay for that. Is it black?
Yes, it's black. You can play it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ivo, come on.
I saw it. I saw it.
Evidence.
I saw it.
Scary for that bullet in my backside. Yeah, it's scary in Jesus' name.
I don't have any shoes. I don't have my backpack. My phone was grabbed then at
Earlier reporting there of Emo News.
included under something by Fortune. I was the only person there. And I was still ruffled up and moved. I wasn't asked to move this time. I was moved. My phone was grabbed from my tripod and thrown down.
While they give preference to DBS reporters, Imo news reporter was dashed aside. Now the RSS, we have been reliably informed that the regional security system here on Dominica, imagine all their countries, all their islands are enjoying free and fair election, yet these leaders have the guts to send the RSS to Dominica when we are standing for a just cause. Roosevelt's current government has been in power for 25 years, and today he wants to pass laws to ensure he will remain, he says, until Jesus comes back, until God comes to judge the earth. But Roosevelt Skerrit, your judgment day might come sooner than you think, because judgment day comes different from everyone. RSS and Dominica fighting us. When all the islands
about something.
You get one?
I don't know why I can zoom out, but that was the voice of Rosie Felix. Rosie Felix, a member of the Electoral Reform Coalition.
Look, I got a rubber running there on my face. One man hit on my face. Oh, yes.
I can put in some money. Bad. I don't know why it's on my foot. Because I think something in the and I don't know my champion coming in my foot.
And these are the persons who have taken refuge. We are all over the People's Park where we have taken refuge. Of course, have taken refuge as well.
We don't have democratic right in our country again. We have freedom of movement, we have freedom of assembly. So we just controlled by police.
Okay, and persons are still going back in the road. I have a cut under my foot. Again, it's just like the last time, I'm always finding somewhere that's safe, and the police sends me into unsafe territory. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable. It was a live scene where bottles and stones were coming, and the police were sending stuff, and yet still they want me to go towards the protesters. But the protesters are pretty gone sending stones again, and the police are sending tear gas and bullets still. Wow. Oh, wow. And they are sending back stones. The police, we saw them sending back stones. And we see 40 workers up here. Yeah, they put on my phone, the man was like, Next one, next one. We don't break my family. We should break my family. So I am very thankful that it did not break. And rubber police are still coming. The professionals are not set in stone. Oh my gosh, the tear gas is in my eyes. Tear gas is in my eyes again because I think they sent it over this way. Oh gosh, what a thing, eh? What a thing, eh? That you are in a campus and yet still you're getting tear gas. Even when you are in a campus, oh my gosh, it happened again. Oh my goodness, it has happened again. It has happened again. When you think you are somewhere safe, away from what the protesters are doing. Oh wow. It has happened again. Right up, Ragnar. Ouch. But they say not go to put water like that. Okay, so we were here in the playground quite. Ooh, Papa mate. We were here in the playground quite calm. Quite calm. And check that. Check that again. No, it's amazing that they want us to move, but to go where? Where do you move to go? Where do you move to go, eh? Just be calm, be calm. Be calm, be calm. And breathe slow. Be calm, be calm. No, you have to join me first and go underneath. Be calm, be calm. All you? Who are gone? From these, the people are angry because they were there all calm, and they said the protesters were the ones who caused them to get tear gassed. Amazing, eh? In times like this, the question is, where do you go? I mean, if you are in a place like this, a playground, where missiles are not coming back towards the police, why do you get tear gassed? That's a question for me. Because in times like this, you cannot move. You cannot move. Wow. Wow. I still have my bag higher up.
I suspect I might just have to leave in a couple of minutes to see for myself what's going on the ground there. Everybody seems to be running away with, of course, their wet towels.
I think they're saying go to the bayfront, however, they are sending it's passing over here and it's landing somewhere there. So I think they are targeting the bayfront. Okay, I don't. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay. So my bag is still over there. My charger is still over there, and I'm on 11%. So I'm about to say.
All right, Dominique had a little sample, if you will, from DNO doing a live broadcast there on the compound of this protest outside of Fort Young Hotel. And I'm sure we'll continue to monitor. I'll try to find myself there and give you some live reports. So we'll monitor and we will let you know just what is going on. This is Q95. This is the talk on the block. All right, somebody's giving me a live report there from the area. What are you saying?
Yes, what I can see from where I am, because the tear gas, we had to run, but then a car just saw the fire truck rush into the scene, like a little higher up by People's Park. So when I inquired, I said, what's going on? They said the car with the tear gas seemed to have caught fire. And the firemen now have the water, open up the hose and watering down the car to get it under control. Okay? So this is what we are up to in this country. All that just for the simple electoral reform. Matt, I don't know what is going on in Dominica, and it's just not right. And the Prime Minister he's in his house passing his laws, whilst we on the street are displeased and we are dissatisfied.
So,
Matt, something has to be done.
So where are you now as we speak? Where are you?
I'm on the bayfront because I got tear gas, I had to run. So I'm on the bayfront, but I am standing right by Gary Hotel looking up.
So you
once I'm right there.
Once the tear gas is sort of slowed down, you will go back there, will you?
Yeah, yes, I hope to. I'm just holding on. I came with my husband, I'm not even seeing him.
Oh, okay.
He must be hiding up. Okay, Matt, but we are here and the crowd is still there.
All right, thank you.
Fire truck, yes. Thank you, okay, Matt.
Thank you, thank you. And the world is locked in as well, huh? Hello, yes.
Hi, Matt. It's sad to know what happening in my country now, but it's scary causing that I'm scared of. We know once he leaves power, what is going to happen to him. That's why he's doing that kind of thing in Dominica. But it's time. Dominica taking up patience and they have to desire talk and they have to do the work now. Now is the time. Now is the time, Matt. If not now, Dominica finish.
Okay. Well, the people are still standing from what I gather. Somebody says, Matt, that was a setup to create this anger and a reason to deploy tear gas and RSS upon the citizens. That is absolutely wrong. Matt, so wrong. Somebody says the staff of the Dominica Infirmary would like to bring to your attention that we are being affected by the tear gas. We kindly ask for your urgent assistance in addressing this matter to ensure the safety and well-being of our staff and residents. Again, to the Dominica Police Force, the staff of the Dominica Infirmary would like to bring to your attention that they've been affected by the tear gas. We kindly ask for your urgent assistance in addressing this matter to ensure the safety and well-being of our staff and residents. Thank you for your prompt attention. Sincerely yours, the staff of the Dominica Infirmary. So, the elderly people are now suffering as a result of this tear gas. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes, hello, yes?
Matt, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yes, Matt. Well, Matt, it's not about the elderly, it's not about the children, it's not about anything. The school children were completely inconvenienced because of that blockade very early this morning. Everybody coming from the south, Some of them missed their exams, got to school late. It's all about keeping Roosevelt scared. And that's the one thing that this police force does. That's the only thing they do that is good. They do it good, is to protect Roosevelt scared. The whole force is focused on keeping Roosevelt scared in power. That is the only time they do anything that is good. Anything else, to investigate crime, to commit crime themselves, allegedly. We saw the famous case of the gentleman who came from Antigua and was taken off the Coast Guard and then was told that he landed illegally. They never investigated the captain of the boat or the crew of the boat, but yet they claimed that the guy landed illegally. And it was a whole fiasco. We don't know what other crimes that they're involved in, but it does not look good. We need a complete reset of the Dominica police force as a result of the corruption of the prime minister and the security minister. The security minister is opaque. That is to say, you cannot see through it. It is the opposite of transparent. He would not tell us how much money they spent on lawyers from Trinidad for the prosecution/persecution of the opposition for some approximately 8 years. He refused to answer the question. And he even incriminated himself by saying if he did answer the question, he'd create a security situation. In other words, if he told the truth, the people would react negatively. Yeah, if he told the truth, if he had just answered, how many million have you spent on lawyers from Trinidad? Now, the case is thrown out, and they want to bring back that case. Now, Matt, as I said before, this makes me very suspicious, because after you spend all these millions, and this case is kiboshed by a judge, you still want to continue it. That tells me that some of that money possibly is going around in a washing machine. It is going to the lawyers, and it is coming back to the politicians. That is my suspicion. I believe I have a right to have a suspicion, and it is my suspicion that that is what is going on. And the people should investigate and see if indeed and in fact there's any evidence to support that. Because we're talking about millions of dollars. Even if the politicians got half of that, it would be a lot of money. Enough said, Matt. I wish all those down there good luck.
Hello. Good afternoon to you. How you doing? How you doing?
Good. I see what the gentleman say, Father, what he say. He say maybe more better than me. But you see that thing with the money, the million for them Trinidad lawyer there. That's why they choose that country with the low currency. So time the man say that he can take quarter of that, and he's still good up there, millionaire, and the minister them good down here still. But then on the other hand, I hope. Well, I don't know. I would have been tongue maybe would, although I don't like them, maybe I'd be watchman and taking care of them up in the villages. I wouldn't go in tongue, so I hope they protect themselves while the PM safe. Because I tell you, I just got I not wrong, it's one way, Matt. I tell you, I crazy here. And he must know, Skerritt must know, the president of Haiti is the king of science. He's the king of science. He has all scientists around him and bodyguard, and not one of them puts a bullet when they come for him. Anyway, bye-bye. That is not a threat.
It's 2:30. Somebody says, Matt, the regional governments that send the RSS to Dominican is to know that Dominicans will not forget. And it's not only the Dominicans on Ireland, but also the Dominicans in the diaspora. We will never forget. Let's see what happens at this time. I'm trying my best to get out of here. Yes?
It's crazy to see what's going on because the police have equipment to fight the people on the street, but the rescue service don't have nothing to find the people that was stuck in the plane at La Plaine for the whole week and a half. They were in that plane. They died they were rotting in the plane, and the police couldn't even go there to do something about it. They died in the plane because of that.
Somebody says, man, I just saw a video of police knocking out someone by the electoral office. Plain brutality. We need to collect these footages for International Criminal Court. They just arrested the Prime Minister for the same brutality. They say Trump is watching and watching closely.
Matt, I was watching Emo, Matt, and it was the most shameful thing to see. A police officer who is supposed to be protecting the crowd is running and looking stones and pelting stones at protesters. I have no problem if you say they're violating and there's a procedure you follow, you have rubber bullets, you have those things. These are the things that are issued to you. But when a protester is being more criminal than anything else, when a police officer is being more criminal than anything else, it's a call for the people to stand up. And I'm hoping that those pictures, those videos will be taken live and lawyers will see them and people will be doing what they're supposed to do. Because there's no justification for a policeman to be throwing stones at protesters. And secondly, to see the Choxy kidnapper has come in there and trying to throw the woman's camera and everything. No, that is wrong. Journalists have a right to be anywhere there is a situation developing, and the police have a right to offer extra protection to journalists. So when they're taking Emo's camera and trying to destroy it, this is call for action against the police, and I'm hoping the lawyers will assist the people in Dominica. It is sad, it is disheartening to see what's happening in Dominica.
I just witnessed a police officer attacking a protester there. That was live on camera. It's not. Was this aggravated? Why are you behaving like that, police officers? And it was live. A slap to his face, throwing him down to the ground. Very unfortunate.
Yes, good afternoon, Matt. Matt, it's about almost 3 weeks now since someone's phone was found on my bus, and I would like the owner of the phone to have the phone. So if anybody listening, I would like them to contact me on this number 277-9580 or look for the bus map Ebenezer.
Two 35 in the afternoon.
Something good. Something good. Fantastic news from Escalation Trading Limited, presenting yet another top quality, unbeatably priced product brought in especially for you. Just receive world-class clear brand can tuna in chunks and flakes, available in sunflower oil and brine. Prices start as low as $2.95 per can. Yes, you heard right. Cleo brand canned tuna, perfect for delicious dishes at home, in restaurants and hotels. Shop and save today on world-class Cleo brand tuna, available at E-Star Trading Limited. E-Star Trading Limited, working hard every day to make a difference for you. Something good.
It's 2:40 in the afternoon. We're getting a lot more voice notes. Let's listen.
Good afternoon, Matt. Matt, I'm
taking a few minutes and looking at this on MO and on any type of medium I can find this protest in Dominica. But sometimes I have to smile in between all of this because I'm wondering to myself, what did Dominicans expect would have happened? You all are doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You mean to tell me you all, Skerrit didn't just threaten all you. He told you all he's sending for his security forces from out of Dominica RSS. Plus, he has his goon squad in Dominica. His wife has her Navy SEALs and all of that. And you are 80, 81, 60, 70, 45, 55. You come in there with your little rag and your placard. What do you all think is going to happen? Have you ever looked at this man they call Skerrit and see anything in him that says empathy or I am going to protect the elderly? He only uses people for his means to an end, and after he's done with them, he casts them on aside. What really did you all think? Or is it that the opposition forces thought that they would be acclaimed, or you will get the Nobel Peace Prize for the best, most quiet, most docile opposition ever? These people are going to come there with their rubber bullets. They're going to come there with their tear gas. Maybe it's not expired this time. So Haiti have barbecue. Dominica haven't got not one grill, not 3 fires. Tony's by river where customer cooking food. We not Haiti. We don't have barbecue. But I bet we know how to roast bird. And we have firestone. So you mean to tell me, so vanilla lame ball, ever so can expect the police like you can smile back. So yo j'avoye yo la pour travail, yo ni pour faire travail là yo voye yo fait. Travail là c'est pour faire zo paix. Pour faire 2-3 moun taper on blast, des blasts. So so pas qu'elle sorti encore. All you really think is Korea alone that have a dictator right now? Or America? And in any case, in America, people will protest. The one thing they don't want in America is protest, because certain black people in certain states, when they protest, they burn down everything. They don't care. They have to rebuild. So keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And Skerrit will roll over and play dead and tell all you take over all your country again. Wait. For matter of fact, Skerrit should not have been in Parliament this morning because he had to go through Marigot or Portsmouth to get to Roseau. Acid la fait même bagay la tout temps, fait même le wea. Eve kwe lambe wik ke vini tiwe zo ba Skerrit. Call on me, Motley toujours. Mr. Motley, I've got nothing to do with all you. Stay, wait. Somebody will come and deliver all you. And all you finish, all you will play Christian. Jesus to sell, kike vini deliver. Yes, Jesus, pray. Wait, he come in. He'll be by Parliament just
Somebody says the best thing for tear gas, coconut water. A vendor on Castle Street just make $1 million there, boy. Let's listen to Mr. Lennon Matthew. Always wise word.
Dear listeners.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
I'm trying to understand the obsession by Roosevelt with foreign entities, outside influence on the country of Dominica. Today, when Parliament is supposed to proceed to pass voter registration, the kleptocrat is in St. Martin night before, making a case for the people why he's fighting for their rights. In the meantime, we are seeing a foreign entity that is competing with local businesses. They are now putting up distribution center in Dominica, to compete with the Astor Funds, the Save a Lot, and the many other businesses that have been in existence in Dominica that are owned by Dominicans, operated by Dominicans, and have employed Dominicans. So while this gentleman is using our government to advance himself, and they're telling us why it's happening. Matt Peltier, the presence of the Chinese in Dominica it's not disjointed from where we find ourselves with our parliamentary system, because there seems to be a master pulling the string of that puppet, Roosevelt Skerritt. And the reason why it's being done is the previous administration had diplomatic relations with Taiwan, and for the past 20 years, I have seen the subtle influence of the Chinese government encouraging and propping up this current regime, led by Roosevelt Skerritt, to be in office as long as possible. And I think in all the conversation we are not paying attention to that fact, and I'm not saying that because they're telling us that. In their conversation, in their public utterances, they're telling us that. But we're not paying attention. So today, while this gentleman is overseas, talking about his fighting for people who doesn't live in Dominica to vote, we're seeing the people who are really benefiting from the 20 years of Roosevelt Skerritt administration. Man, no Dominicans can go to the bank and say, I need a loan to develop myself and present a road, a stadium, or an airport as security. No Dominicans can say, I can send my student to school, or I can buy a piece of property to build a house and show a road or housing. As a matter of fact, they build houses for those people, and they cannot use them because they do not own the houses from CBI funds. That cannot be development. And the only reason this guy is doing that is because he cannot live as a normal citizen in a country that he was supposed to develop for the last 25 years. And in any country that is successful, the private sector should be the leading driver of economic growth and development. And if the prime minister cannot even be a private citizen to live comfortably, then it tells you how bad he has put that country in the last 25 years. So today, when we're fighting for electoral reform, we are not just fighting for the free and fair elections. We are fighting for the soul and the heart of Dominica. We are fighting for the future of our children and the sons of former slaves and freedmen who live in this country who have died and shed their blood here. Roosevelt Skerritt reminds me of why slavery took place. When there was treachery by certain African leadership to sell their own people into slavery. That is what's happening in Dominica. Today we are celebrating somebody giving us everything and we cannot do stuff for ourselves. A true leader is supposed to motivate people to be the best of themselves, bring out the best talents, and progress on ingenuity and self-sustenance. 25 years and we haven't done that. 25 years is a generational lifetime for somebody to develop their family and themselves. And what the gentleman is doing is fighting for his own survivorship, aided and abetted by a foreign agency.
Again, because of time, Lennon, we are unable to play the entire insert today. So let's listen to a few more. Everybody seems to want to have a chance in. Yes? Talk to
Matt,
me. Uh-huh.
I have a question.
The question?
Are these police officers and other people, are they supposed to mess with the media? Are they supposed to be messing with the media, Matt? I just want to know, because this is just ridiculous what is really going on. I mean, it's been said several times, I'm sure, for the day, but messing with the media, that's, to me, this is another level. I'm just asking, Matt. Bye-bye.
I remember some time ago, I was covering some incident in the Canfield area. one sergeant of police actually took my cameras, but a senior officer who was the inspector told me that was wrong. So, but based on the information I received there this morning, the police, and I have to talk to a lawyer about that, basically told the report of MO that she was working in their space. It's a public road, and the media has every right to work in public spaces. On the telephone, hello, yes? Mm-hmm.
Mr. Matt, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Matt, the situation in Dominica, it's upsetting, it's provoking, it's making you angry. If I was home, I would be there because at every
I know, yes.
I mean, come on. You're so sure of yourself. Give the people proper electoral reform. If they want to vote for you, let them vote you back in because you are so loved. The nerve of him to be bringing people in to the RSS will not be the amount of nasty rubbish all around Roseau for them to go back to their country and say that because they don't have that where they come from. But I remember some years ago when I was home, I was looking at the hospital and an incident happened in Portsmouth for police raiding a lady's house because they was looking for her brother who was alleged to be a drug dealer. She had her 14-year-old niece there with her and gave the girl one kick. A police officer gave the girl one kick and ruptured her emergency search at the hospital. The woman's eyes was blue, teeth came up from her mouth, the beating that she got. You know what she said? She's not going to court with the police officers because the court will give her no satisfaction. While I was there, the first one that came in, I'm not telling you this, I'm telling you what I know. The first one that came in with, that's what fire officers all for was the same afternoon he passed. And policemen just started going one after the other. And from that time, you never hear them beat people again. What happened to that? What happened to those friends? You cannot win them in the court. That is two ways. Sometimes even if we don't do such things, we will still go to heaven. So if you go for something. If I am ever in Dominica, that's why I stay where I am. I don't get in problem with people. Some people that are police officers are my friends as maybe neighbors or whatever, sorry. But I don't really associate myself with these people because these people do have no friends. Matt, if I am in Dominica and anything happens and a police officer hit me, he has to kill me. And if he kill me, he has to hide. Because sometimes you make your money talk for you if you cannot get them the other way. I am so angry and pissed off. It's not funny at all. Some year ago, my son was in Dominica and he had his camera and some police officer was doing something to some guy and he was recording it. And the policeman grabbed him to take his camera from him. He said, if you break my camera, you'll pay me for my camera. You don't know anything about me. His father went to the police commissioner at the time, and whoever had to apologize to him. I sent my son out one time. He was in high school, but because he was so grown, he was at KFC with his friend brother. It was the child's birthday, and he had a hat on his head. The police officer asked him to come. The person he was with told him, don't go. He told my son, don't make me come and pull you inside this. Whoever was working at KFC, tell him, I think the police officer last name is Blanc. The guy, the person at KFC said, and even when I went to the commissioner, he told the policeman, your last name is Blanc, but if the child mother had met you, you would turn white. And he ordered the policeman, he already took the hat to his home and he raised the name in the hat, and the police officer ordered him to send the child hat back at the St. Joseph police station. That same JJ was working there at the time. Tell JJ to behave himself because sickness is for all of us, and he knows he's not well. He better go and grow some balls and dick.
All right, caller, thank you very much. Let's not try to get personal here. Huh? It's 2:50 what? 2:53 in the afternoon. Let's listen to some sounds outside of Fortune Hotel. The riot squad has been ordered to act out there. Wow. Wow. 449. I hope the international communities looking and, of course, hearing what's going on here in Dominica.
My name is Anna Benjamin, and I work for Emo News. This morning, I'm dressed in my bright yellow Max Emo News shirt. The logo is on my right side. I have a long tripod in my hand and a camera. I've been there from since morning. When nobody was there, I was there. So the police recognize me and they know me. So when the barricade, I've been asking the police for me to get a little safe spot on the side, and they said no. So when the barricade went down, I took a safe side on the side. And then when everything settled down and the police realized that I was behind the barricade, they came and they told me that I need to come out from there. So I told them that I'm standing with 40 young workers. I was on the side, the door was open there, I was standing. And there were other reporters there, Matt. There were other reporters there, I'm getting to that. But I was standing with the 14 employees and they insisted and
Catching a glimpse of some early action there by the police. In a few minutes' time, we'll be wrapping up the talk on the block. Try to make my presence felt there at the protest action, which I was told still in progress. Apparently, the people are not backing down. On the telephone. Hello, yeah?
Good afternoon. There was no need for this kind of behavior. These policemen are not trained. Some of them are just not trained. They need to be trained. They don't treat people in that kind of way. Thank you very much.
And somebody's reminding me that the press is off limits. They're supposed to operate freely and bring a balanced report of the events they're reporting on. Only in oppressive countries, the press comes under attack. And when somebody says the protesters should not give up their fight and should be prepared to continue day and night until the cabal falls. I stand in solidarity. Let's take our final call before I make my way to see what's going on there outside of the Fortune Hotel. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt, good afternoon.
Yes, my final call. Yes, sir.
Yes, Matt, very briefly. It seems like we're living in a house of dark secrets, man. When you're living in a house of dark secrets, the only way to get rid of those secrets is to destroy that house. There's no other way, Matt, is to destroy that house. If we're living in this house of dark secrets, it can only be destroyed to solve this problem.
I hope you're not talking literally because I won't, of course, you don't want to encourage that. 449-309-596 and 97. Dominica, this is it for us on the Talk on the Block. We'll be back sometime tomorrow for more on the hot set. Time for Flo Dominica.
Aura.
Dubbed as the official summer starter, come celebrate with us as Aura turns 2, where flavor meets elegance. Sip, savor, and indulge in the ultimate premium brunch experience on Sunday, April 27 for 2025 from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at The Factory, Valley Road, Roseau, Dominica. Our entertainment lineup features DJ Rams, Unstoppable DJ Slim, Selector Urban, Ecstasy Band. From Guadeloupe, French soca lovers own DJ Dunkers. And for the first time in Dominica, the soca boss himself, DJ Gel. Plus, you never know who else will touch the stage. Tickets cost $165 EC. Complimentary brunch served 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tickets available online on Eventbrite. For physical tickets, contact one of our official Aura ambassadors. All tickets must be purchased in advance. No ticket sales at the venue. Limited bottle and table service available. Contact us at 2contagiousent@gmail.com. This event is brought to you by 2 Contagious Entertainment and Elite Productions. Stay connected at 2 Contagious ENT at Elite Prod Inc. We can't wait to see you there. Aura awaits you.
Talk about jump, we going non-stop. Practice that set for me, baby.
Flow Neon